Hello Scorpios, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of June 1st to the 7th. So the first card I have out here as your the heart of the matter card is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is crowned by the Two of Cups. So relationships, work partnerships in general, things related to other people are actually going to go quite well for you this week, okay? In your recent past, we do have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is indicative of, that revival this is in the recent past. So I do feel that a lot of you might have lost that spark in the relationship, might have lost that passion in a work situation. As for what's coming in for you here, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse position. So what I am getting here is that spark itself was kind of lost in the situation. There might have been like suspicions about the other person potentially stepping out of that relationship. Okay, so that's something that's coming in. There's quite a bit of quite a bit of instigating from other parties, and this is an air sign outside of yourself. So there is somebody causing trouble in your present work situation or in your present relationship situation. So that's something to be very careful of. Avoid gossip and rumors, and don't let people's jealousies affect how you feel about your partner, about what you're doing on the work front, and about the potential of the work situation, okay? So there's a little bit of a catty energy coming in here, but in the midst of it, you are going to have to like trust your intuition, and you also have to stand firm and be very, very secure in your present relationship, okay? If you are in a relationship with an air sign, that is going to be different. That's a whole other story. So I do feel if you are in a relationship with an air sign, it could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And what I do sense here is this could potentially be old energy cycling through to affect your present situation. However, they are in the reverse position. So this is not, and as a very young person, so there might be like messages, negative communication, negative messages coming in about this person. Or it could be this person showing up in the flesh and, giving you a hard time, basically. As for the energy that is crowning you here is don't be misled, okay? We do have the Seven of Cups in the reverse position here. So in the past, I do feel there was a sense of like illusion regarding this other person. It could be an air sign. And for those of you who are dating like a fire sign, I do sense that regarding this fire sign person, new information has come to light, and you are very aware of their capabilities. And the fire sign is actually a very good person. They are in the upright position here. It's somebody who's quite exciting, who's quite fearless, and they do have a good heart. They are with you for the right reasons. Or if it's in a work capacity, they are there to help you. Okay, so there's a very spirited, a very generous quality about this fire sign. It could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. So hold on to them tight. I do feel they are going to come through for you on the relationship front and make you feel very good again. However, the air sign might be a little bit problematic, might be prone to jealousy because they see how happy you are with your present situation. So they might try to like they might try in general to it's a blast from the past, but in a negative way is what I'm sensing here. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, what you're getting is your advice here. If you are dealing with somebody from your past, it could be an air sign, it could be a fire sign. That situation is dead, okay? There's no way you can revive it. There's no way you can resurrect it. So move forward with something a little more positive. You all have a lot of positive things going for you. So it is really important to be like on the lookout for, basically be realistic about situations not working in the past. If they haven't worked in the past, they're not going to work well for you moving forward into the future, okay? That Saturn transit in your sign was supposed to teach you this, okay? So it is really important to leave the past behind, no matter how pesky they are about trying to cycle back in, because ultimately that situation is not going, it was painful in the past, is not going to be revived in any way. It cannot be reworked, rehashed, okay? So leave it alone for good because it looks very painful. As for your external environment, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands deals with swift communication, and what I am sensing here is the people that you're kind of like hoping for closure. There might be like people who kind of like a burst of communication, and what I mean by that is someone might say, text you something, someone from the past potentially, they might text you something, okay, and to provoke you, and um, and then you text them back, and they just cease communication, and you're just like, that was weird. I don't know what they're trying to get out of that, but it's just miscommunication, basically. For those of you who are dealing with like a fire sign, somebody that you're potentially in a relationship with or you're thinking about, what I am sensing here is there's a little bit of a blockage in the communication, okay? They are of a different element, so just give them time. They tend to be a little bit forgetful. So you might be like, so don't take it personally, okay? If you're texting somebody, if you're communicating with somebody and they don't respond right away, give it some time, because we are in Mercury in retrograde, so there tends to be miscommunication. There tends to be blockages in communication as well, and you are dealing with a different sign. So keep that in mind. Don't take it personally, and don't feel like they rejected in the process. But for those of you who are dealing with an air sign, I would say be very, very careful about this person's intentions as to why they are in your life, as to what they want to do with you, and whether or not they are being truthful in the way they're representing themselves, okay? So for example, if you like ask them questions, they might be evasive, is what I'm sensing. Yeah, if someone is being evasive with you during this time and they can't even answer simple questions such as, what do you do for a living? It is really important to know who those people are, and don't move forward with them, okay? And we have exactly 2 cards. Okay, so as for your hopes and fears, we do have the Three of Swords here. And once again, be very discerning. If there's a fire sign, I would say that person is legitimate. If there's an air sign, be very careful with that person so that you can protect yourself, okay? You're fearful. A lot of you might be fearful about getting out there and dating again. I'm sensing there's a great deal of like romance associated with this spread. So a lot of you might be like on the defense or even on the fence about putting your heart on your sleeves and giving your heart away. So you're hanging onto it quite tightly, kind of like the miser. You're protective of your heart, but at the same time there are arrows coming from it, which indicates that it might have been really, really hurt in the past, and you're trying to heal, and the healing process is, it hasn't started yet, is what I'm sensing here with this card. So, yeah, this is strange. Well, let's look at the outcome. We have the Four of Swords, which indicates, a period of rest. So a lot of you need to take some time off to do that rather than, getting out there dating and playing the field again. We have the Justice card, and we have the Hermit. Okay, so they're all saying the same thing here. So this is kind of strange. A lot of you, an air sign in your past, the cards came out like this. So it's kind of like this, you're looking at this person who really, really hurt you. Okay, so who really, really hurt you. And I do feel like this is like deep rooted, really deep, intense pain here. So a lot of you might be very skeptical about this person coming into your life, rightfully so. So I would advise you, be on the defense. You don't even have to communicate with them. You don't even have to engage with them in verbal battle because they're quite intelligent. Not that you're not, but I do feel that this person is well equipped, okay? They've got a little sword there, and they're in it for the kill. So they are going to hurt you more than they already have in the past. So be very careful about approaching any type of air sign from your past situation, okay, from the past. Be very careful. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, be very careful, Scorpios. Don't get yourself hurt. And another thing that is coming through here is we do have the outcome card as the Four of Swords, okay? And this is, I just, okay, so this is potentially why the June monthly reading was so kind of a downer for a lot of Scorpio. What I am sensing here is that you have a broken heart. It was healing, it was in the process of healing. You took a lot of time off to like adequately heal, okay? And this person's coming back, and all that pain is kind of like resurfacing. You know, your heart hasn't properly healed, and when this person is coming back, you're trying to like get into it, to engage with them, because you want to know, you want them to know how hurt you are, how much pain you're in. That's not the right thing to, that's not the right way to approach this, okay? Because the other person is aware of how much they hurt you. It seems as if they don't really care. And I do feel that in general, I feel that they have moved on and you haven't. So that's where the discrepancy is coming from. So you really have to take some more time to realize where the other person is. If you are dealing with an air sign and you're trying to get back into communicating with them, I do feel they have moved on, and it is really important for you to shine light on this situation and figure out that, excuse me, while Mercury is in retrograde, is a good time to bury the old hatchet, or um, resolve issues and find closure. It's actually, you're not going to win with this person. Excuse me. So take some time off away from it, take a break from it, and you don't need the other person's input. You know, I do feel that you are going to have to move on from this, because the other person is there to hurt you. Okay, so be very careful, protect yourself. At the same time, we are getting the Justice card in the reverse position. So when it comes to human interactions, okay, when we are kind of like caught in between, in that kind of like very toxic relationship in every capacity, it could be on the work front. A lot of you might be dealing with this on the work front as well. When you are in the midst of it, you feel that, you know, the other person did everything wrong to hurt you, and then the other person likewise will feel the same way. That's just the nature of human relationships. Both parties are very biased, understandably. So it's also a different element from you, so they're not going to see where you're coming from, and likewise you're not going to see what they mean. So in this process, both parties feel that the other party has been unjust, okay? So we're dealing with like a difference in opinion here, and we're dealing with two people who are not going to, who are kind of like, who's got their back turned to one another. So this could be you and that other person. But what I am sensing in general is that the decision is not going to be made. Like the resolution is not going to be pretty, and it could potentially not work in your favor. Okay, so don't go back to the situation. Don't try to sort it out. Heal first. You have to do some healing, and you really have to like make it so that you're okay. So even if you were to engage with this person, you're not so emotionally worked up where you have to prove a point. Rather, say your piece and, you know, be comfortable. I guess like move on and heal yourself enough where you can say your piece and release the outcome to the universe. So, you know, it's kind of like saying what needs to be said because it's the right thing to do, but how the other person takes it or how the other person reacts, that's outside of your control. If you can sincerely accept that, then engage with this person. I just don't feel a good outcome is going to come out of this, okay? So Scorpios in general, you know, just protect yourself for this week. Be very cautious about old energy cycling in. If you have a fire sign in your midst, I do feel that they are operating at their best. So that's somebody that you can have a discussion with, whereas with the air sign, they will cut you down. Okay, so be very careful. Protect yourself accordingly. I hope you have a wonderful, restful weekend. Take some time off this week and really rest, okay? Because communication problems will run rampant until the 11th. So might as well save important discussions for, you know, a different time, okay? So take care of yourself, and thanks for watching.